Well, hello there, dear folks and fellow YouTubers. It's your best buddy here, Nuclear Scholarity 7, and welcome to a brand new series of walkthrough videos for Lost Vikings, played on the PC as a part of the Blizzard Arcade Collection. I'm going to go ahead and hit Start. Grab a thing of my water here. Hit New Game. My name is Erik The Swift. I can run like the wind and leap tall huts in a single bound. It is time for me, Baleog, and Olaf to go hunting. Have a nice day, honey. Now this cinematic sequence does introduce you to the characters and their different functions. I am Olaf The Stout. I can block anything with my shield. Again, yes, it does sound a little arrogant, but it does give you instructions on how the game works gameplay-wise. I am Baleog The Fierce, and I am the toughest Viking in the land. No one can defeat me. There's Olaf The Stout. And that slab of meat there will be a form of health bonus you can use to restore your health should you need it. Now, Baleog The Fierce is the most combat-based character you will be playing as in this game. Although you do get some of that with Erik The Swift, but he's more speed and jumping based. And yes, Olaf The Stout can use his shield to let Erik The Swift jump on. Another successful day of hunting. Life is good. I hope I never have to leave my beloved village. My hero! This is later that night. This is another important little cinematic sequence because it tells what is the basic plot outline of this game here. Yes, that is a giant extraterrestrial spaceship. Watch what it does. Olaf The Stout, the guy with the shield. Yes, it abducts all three of our main protagonists. Guys. I have a bad feeling about this. So we're gonna jump and grab that apple there. You can get hints if you stand next to these buttons and press A. Now obviously I'm using a gamepad and not an actual SNES pad, as I'm playing this on the Blizzard Arcade Collection, but still. All of us must reach the exit to escape. Press L or R to switch to my buddies. So yeah, that means we cannot get past a level unless all three get to the end of the level, because we need to work as a team, as the saying goes. Voila. So with Baleog The Fierce, you can either use the sword here, or you can use an arrow. So you saw me do there. Last but not least, we're going to use Olaf The Stout, and we're going to use him to block the laser attack from that one enemy. That is via his shield, of course, not just anything. Let's see what this does here. You can... Oh, we've already read that. My bad. What are we doing here? I don't know. Will you guys just shut up and follow me? Password GR8T. So let's go ahead and... Unfortunately, Erik The Swift is the only guy that can run. Let's go ahead and use Olaf The Stout since he has a armor which he can use to protect with. Press A to push buttons, flip switches, and talk to other characters. And we're gonna hit B on the gamepad to deactivate those lasers. You look awfully happy. What are you? I am Antioch. Are you the janitor? What's a janitor? And how do I get out of here? You must destroy the ship's computer. This is not a ship. What is a computer? Never mind. You must find bombs to blow it up. So yes, he is right. We need to use a bomb to blow up a computer console here. And go ahead and use Olaf the Stout. Go ahead and use Baleog The Fierce here. Voila, kill that one alien, so we're gonna deactivate that laser switch, and yes, I've got not one but two bombs. Now something you can do for those of you who are new to this game, you can use Olaf the Stout's shield to block a laser attack from an alien enemy, but then if you're playing as Baleog the Fierce, you can use an arrow to shoot said alien with. Voila. Stand on the elevator and move up or down, which that is what we're going to do now. First, we're going to have all three boys come there. That's very techno-pop music that will no doubt remind one of Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, it was released around the same time, so that kind of makes sense. Now, obviously, we are nowhere near a switch needed to deactivate those security lasers, or whatever the heck you call them. Baleog the Fierce is a stud. He can use his arrows to toggle switches as well as to defeat monsters. To shoot an arrow, press Y. And now, obviously, because I'm using a gamepad, I have to press X on it. But voila, I deactivated the switch that way. To trade an item, press select and then press B over the item. Now give the item to A nearby Viking. Press select to exit. Okay, since Baleog the Fierce has the bombs, we will use him to blow up this very console here. Oops. But stand away from it, because it will hurt you as much of the computer console, if not actually more so. Croutonian security will be looking for you. You will only survive if you work as a team. And he is right. Now, Croutonians is the name of the alien race that has abducted all three of our characters here. So we're gonna have to... Okay. Gonna be Olaf the Stout. Now notice this button with the red switch on it. We're gonna have to hit it because that's how we will go up here. Watch out for that alien there. Make sure my armor's in the right position. Let's go ahead and first use Baleog the Fierce, however the heck you say his name. Hopefully I'm saying his name right, but if I'm not, I'm not. Hey, I'm just a mere mortal like you guys watching this. So I'm gonna go ahead and use his arrow to shoot that alien there. And voila, he's dead as a rock. We're gonna go up here, of course. Just gonna grab a little drink of my water here. Ha, good thing I was wise enough to select him first so he can use the armor there. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Erik The Swift to climb down, but we don't want to jump down just yet. Same with Baleog The Fierce. We're gonna go back to Olaf the Stout. Yep, unfortunately there's some security lasers, or whatever you call them, down there. Now what I like to do is turn around, move, but then put my shield facing the direction of that arrow. Voila! That alien is dead as a doornail. Same with that one, too. Here's the exit of this particular part of this world, which is called Croutonian Spaceship. Now, I'm gonna mention it while I'm thinking about it. Unlike what a lot of YouTube gamers do when doing gameplay videos for this game, I am gonna do one world at a time as opposed to individual levels of each world. That way there's no confusion as to what level of what world I'm working on, so that way you can sort of kill many birds with one stone. Stick close to me, I will lead the way. You wouldn't know which way to lead if you had a map. If you two don't stop fighting, I am going to have to brain you both. I don't know what he means by brain, but it is interesting. Password TLPT. So we're gonna have all three dudes on here. Now we're gonna go down. Erik the Swift has a tough head. He can bash enemies and knock down certain barriers by pressing Y while running. So we're gonna go ahead and use him to smash this thing to bit. And no, it doesn't lower your health, unlike if you're hit by a laser or another projectile by an enemy. Okay, so we'll need Baleog The Fierce for this one, because we will need his arrow to be able to deactivate the switch there, thus making this safe and accessible without getting hurt or killed. Alright there, Erik, let's go up here. And this here, my friends, is a teleporter. But first I want all three guys to be in there. That's what I like to do anyway. So you press B on the gamepad. That is if you're playing this on the Blizzard Arcade Collection like I am. So you can do one character at a time, which is what I'm doing, more or less. Now notice this keyhole. To unlock a keyhole, the correct key must be used. Stand next to the keyhole, select the correct key from your inventory, and press X. Obviously, again, we'll use a different button. If you're, of course, doing what I'm doing here. And of course, here's a harmless alien friend. You must be one of the aliens that the Croutonians have all been talking about. Who are these Croutonians? And why did they bring us here? Tomator, the evil Croutonian ruler, is collecting unique lifeforms to display in his gallery. Sounds like a great guy, obviously sarcastic. Do not expect an invitation to dinner. And that's for sure. Okay. So let's go ahead and use him. Because we will go back here, because we will need him, of course, to unlock this thing here. Voila. And here's where we will need Baleog The Fierce. Watch. Okay, now it's safe to go across again. And here's where we will need Erik The Swift. And voila. Smash that thing to smithereens. Alright, here's another elevator, of course. Alright. Now we need to head on back down. Now, I'm gonna have Olaf the Stout raise up his shield like that. You'll soon find out why. Because Erik the Swift will need it to be able to jump on. Now, watch out for those guys. Do not let them hit you with the laser blade. Because, yes, that will... with the laser beam, I should say. Unfortunately, Baleog The Fierce cannot really run, and we will use Erik The Swift because he has the key. And voila, that's just what the heck we did. Voila, he's dead as a doornail. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use Olaf The Stout to defend the rest of the other two guys. But then I will use Baleog The Fierce to kill with an arrow. And they are both dead as a rock, I'm afraid. And we're already at the exit of this individual part of World 1, Croutonian Spaceship. If I bash one more wall right now, my head will explode. I got his dibs on his helmet. Okay, but I get his boots. It's great to have such good friends. Yep. Password GRND. Okay, and I believe we need to use Erik The Swift first. Except, let's go ahead and use Olaf The Stout as a way to take out the alien down there. Not take him out, but use as a shield against him. Because this is where we're going to use Baleog The Fierce's arrow to kill one of those aliens. I'm going to do the same with that other creature. Voila, he's dead as a doornail, I'm afraid. I like the fact that they're using such primitive weapons to take out these technologically advanced alien creatures, basically. I love that. Obviously, we need to activate a switch that will turn off that security laser there, whatever you call it. Except we will need to use Erik The Fierce to be able to jump somewhere. I'm gonna go down. And jump across that, because yes, that will kill you, so don't want that, obviously. So I'm gonna jump on this thing here, deactivate that switch. Oh! Voila. So we're going to go back up here because we're going to use the elevator. First, we're going to have Olaf The Stout come up here, and that way we can have him join Erik The Swift downstairs. Let's let that alien move here. Voila, he's dead. But we will use Erik The Swift to unlock this door here. And voila, we're already near a teleporter. Put all three dudes in there, and okay, and now let's go ahead and use Baleog The Fierce, because we will need him to take out some of those enemies there, of which Olaf The Stout is using to protect with. And voila, he's dead as a doornail. Okay, now we need to have Erik The Swift come over here. Alright. And notice that thing at the top there, in between these blue blocks. Except we need, have Olaf The Stout raise his shield. and then have Erik the Swift jump on it. Because we need that, of course, to be able to get past this area. Because you do not want to run into that ceiling. And let's go ahead and put Erik Swift here. Luckily, there's no more enemies. Last but not least, we will have Olaf the Stout come over here. Are you guys sure we want to go in there? Maybe it leads back home. There's only one way to find out. Let's go. And voila. That is the end of that level, folks. The Croutonian Spaceship. Password LMO. Double LMO, I should say. Excellent. Well, that was quite an interesting level, that Croutonian Spaceship, and I had to look at a video or two myself, because there's this one part that I was having trouble with, which is why I had to look at a YouTube video myself on that one. That part where you have to have Erik the Swift grab that technological object that you need to use to jump across those blue and gray guys with the round circular bodies. That was tough, and I had to look at a walkthrough video of that very level just to make sure I knew what I was doing. But anyhow, I hope you ladies and gents all found this gaming video for this awesome game, Lost Vikings, to be educational. And remember, if you like this video, folks, please shoot a Viking arrow at that like button below. And if you want to see more of my videos, please shoot Baleog The Fierce's other Viking arrow at that subscribes button below. And I shall see you all when I see you all in the next video, folks. Till then, though, I am Nuclear Scaldy 7. Goodbye for now and have an excellent and wonderful rest of your day. Amen.